Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Paranormal Living.
Hello.
Oh, you haven't froze now. We've had a few technical hitches.
Yes, I'm back. Thankfully. I don't know what the hell was going on. This was playing up. Then this started going, had a mind of its own. So somebody's messing about with me already.
Whoop! Looks like we're in for a good night.
Yeah.
So everybody, it's great to be back. We've had a little break. As you can tell, we're doing it from both separate homes today for a change because I had another live feed to do regarding the football. So it was far too last minute to start travelling. So get your comments in, everybody. Remember, underneath, I just 1 minute this side. You can see the social media, Facebook, Paranormal Living. And of course, you can get us on the Apple Podcasts, Paranormal Living Podcast, and TikTok. And TikTok's going very, very well. So
is it?
Yes,
I still can't get my head around it. Still cannot get my head around TikTok. I don't know what it is.
The only issues with TikTok, you need about 1,000 followers to go live, which is what I'm aiming to do. So then we can start going live on TikTok as well.
YouTube's like that, isn't it?
So we can stream on YouTube through this, but if you want to stream on your phone, you can't do, unfortunately.
Ah, right. Okay.
Yeah. So, but good evening. Anyway, how are you, Jade? You okay?
I'm good. Yes, fine. Thank you. Not bad. It feels really weird doing it like this.
We do have an exciting night planned and some exciting news, of course,
yes,
which is really good. So, what I'm asking, we've got a few people on so far, but we obviously need quite a few more. So, if you don't mind sharing, everybody share the live with your friends, family, tag them in it, and get the more people, the better. It's always a case.
I've invited loads of people this afternoon.
Thank you very much.
I'm so busy. I've got all this time on my hands,
And I was working till dinner time, so I've had a last minute preparation today. So, guys, here we are. So it's been 2 weeks since we did the last live, which was a cool little night. We did the video at the end of the Yeah, it's 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, it wasn't last week, was it? Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
And obviously we did the little video. Nothing really happened, did it, as much as we have in the past, but it was still an interesting night to say the least, and got some interesting comments. But I do know recently you've had some activity in your flat again, and the night I'm not there, and the night we're not.
I know that. Yeah, because I rang you, didn't I? And to tell you, it was really weird. I was sat here just doing. What was I actually doing? Looking at shoes. That's all I'll say. And all of a sudden, she's on the sofa now, is Liza. She just jumped up, sat up at the doorway where she always looking at the hallway.
Yeah.
Bark, and it was loud. It wasn't just a normal woof woof. It was a proper barking. Then she starts growling. My phone's over the other side of the room, and I'm trapped by. It's a different story, but I had about 70 pairs of shoes on the floor that somebody's brought around to look at. So I'm thinking, how the hell am I supposed to get out of here with all these boxes to get my phone to try and video this and still be doing it? So I just kept watching it. I'm like, what are you barking at? What are you barking at? And she's growling, and she was literally staring at the doorway.
Oh.
But having said that, and I'd forgotten I hadn't told you this until earlier today, I was sat here the other day. I think I was just watching TV. I was doing something, playing on my phone. And at the corner of my eye, it was literally like, I'm going to try and do it now. It was like somebody just did this around the doorway.
Really?
I literally went, hello? Because I literally thought somebody had come in the flat. I did not hear. So I straight away got my camera, and I'm sat here like this for ages with my phone. I call it out, everything. I heard a few creaks, but that was about it. I didn't see anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, that actually put the EBGBs up me, for want of a few bitter words.
Was it a male or female, do you know?
I don't know. I just saw a black head. That the outline of a head, like a silhouette. Yeah. Like, look at me. And that's where she's been barking at.
Right. I've always said about your landing, it's creepy.
You've always said about the landing, yeah.
And so Michael Horsley's on with us this evening.
Hi, Michael.
Hope you're well. Thank you for joining us. Like I said, for those just joining, if you don't mind, just share. Get some more people involved with us onto Paranormal.
And all your groups, all your pages, everything.
Because we do have an exciting announcement, but we need more people on before we can tell you.
We're not telling them yet. Don't tell them yet.
It's going to be amazing. That's all I can say, everybody.
Keep them in suspense.
So, of course, we've been doing the podcast. The last 2 podcasts have been, or was it the last 3? 2 or 3 have been solo, haven't they, by myself?
Yeah.
But it was,
No,
sorry,
you did 2.
the last one was, and we did the Townley Hall, and then the one before that went.
Yes. Yeah.
So, obviously, guys, do get on the Paranormal Living podcast. We're nearly at 500 subscribers, which is absolutely phenomenal. So we need you to download the podcast. We're 2 people off 500.
Yeah, we need to get 500.
We've had some amazing comments on Podbean now as well. People saying how much they're enjoying it, and also on YouTube. So good evening, YouTube. Obviously, we're streaming on YouTube tonight. We got a comment on the Andrea Perrin interview as well.
Ah, cool.
People saying like how much they've enjoyed it and one of the best interviews they've had from her. So like,
wow, that's amazing.
Thank you very much.
That's very good.
Will take that.
You say that was early doors, wasn't it? That was quite early on.
I know.
When we spoke to Andrea Perrin.
Good evening, Betty.
Hi, Betty. How many people we got watching, Jared? Because I can't see that.
We got 5 on it at the minute, but it's constantly fluttering, so I don't know if people are in and out or what. But like you said, we've only been going a couple of minutes.
Something I found out today that a lot of people watch by just clicking the volume button, so they don't actually come in.
Yeah, I've been guilty of that myself, to be honest. Yeah, see what we're talking about. But yeah, the podcast. One of the things we have been doing, which is more favourable topic, is the about the mediumship and development. Sounds from spirits, more spiritual kind of things. So we do have some news about the upcoming podcast.
Slap me in the face. Then be careful.
Oh, sorry, my phone's talking to me. I do apologise. The new podcast for this week is all about haunted dolls. And obviously the most famous doll is Annabelle, so we'll probably touch a bit on that, but everyone knows the story. But I have a list of dolls because I sent them to you as well, and I don't even know half of these now.
I've never heard of them.
No, neither have I. There's 1 or 2 I've heard of, but I'm interested to see what's the stories while I've been researching. There's some really cool stories and interesting facts. So we will be talking about that obviously on this week's podcast. But we also want to know from you guys what you would like to hear on the podcast. Like I said, the last one was about my development. So if you haven't listened to that, please go back and listen to it. I did a course at the Arthur Finley College on mediumship, which was really good, but I had a headache by the end of it. After 2 days of intense study, and my head was the fuck. So, talking about haunted dolls, there is a little video, which I have cropped this video down because it was ridiculously long and there was like gaps between when something had happened, so I pushed it down so it's not too long, obviously.
Can I just say one thing? You know how scared I am of clowns, yeah?
Yeah.
I hate creepy dolls.
Well, you're gonna love this one. You've not seen this video?
No, I've not seen anything. When you mentioned it on the phone earlier, I'm like, okay, yeah.
Gonna have nightmares. So before I share this video, here's a little backstory. So the doll is called Mr. Fritz. Okay, and Mr. Fritz entertained Allied prisoner of war campmates in World War II.
Right. Okay.
The gentleman who was caught and in the prisoner of war, who was a U.S. Army soldier, and he made this while he was in the camp, and it wasn't long after that that unfortunately 10 of the campmates were unfortunately shot, and this was a week before the camp was freed.
Wow.
Yeah. So with the doll, what was done is to give it back to his family. So the family have had it for quite some time, and then more recently it keeps getting passed around collectors, but no one keeps it for that long. So it's been in several hands over the years, and every time they get rid of it, sold it on to someone else because it starts doing weird things, or people are feeling weird emotions, or as you're watching this video, and quite a few occasions it's obviously put in a glass case, and people come downstairs in the morning and the glass case is open, or it might have moved.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this was taken in September 2019, and it was filmed over 2 nights. So this is Mr. Fritz. Oh, Jay's froze. Oh, you're there. You there? Yes. So
I'm here, but the video kept glitching, and I don't know why.
Oh, you're joking. So
I was getting like freeze frame.
Right. So what happens? I know the people would have seen it. Mr. Fritz basically he blinks. The door case opens. There's loads of orbs around him, and then he blinks in the mouth.
Yeah, I got that. I couldn't see the orbs, but I could see the door opening and the eyes blinking.
Oh, that's okay. So that was found at 3 o'clock in the morning. So as far as I know, the collector still has Mr. Fritz in his case. But yeah, like I say, he's been passed around quite a few people. And obviously, that is what the next podcast is going to be based upon: is creepy dolls or haunted dolls. What do you think of Mr. What do you think of Mr. Fritz?
See, that wasn't too bad. It was just a head, wasn't it? It's actual girl dolls that freak me out. I mean, I don't know where it comes from, but my sister-in-law. I remember when I first, when I moved up from London, I moved in with my brother Nigel. And my then sister-in-law, my brother's ex-wife, she had, those ceramic dolls, in the Victorian dress. She must have about 30, 40 of them. And the room I slept in was their front room. And they had, the old-fashioned dresses.
Yeah.
Old thing. And it was full of these dolls, and they were all lined across the top.
Oh, they creep them. They freak me out.
So I turned them all around. So they weren't looking at me because they freaked me out. It's like these kids staring at me, and I'm like, no, I can't look at them. I've never liked anything like that.
Yeah, it's good evening. Carl is on with us. Good evening, Carl.
Hi, Carl.
What you're at, buddy? So guys, so like I say, next podcast all about haunted dolls. So please do, if you haven't listened to the podcast, please do get on the podcast. Like you said, we're so close to 500. So close. It's literally 2 people. So 2 of you who haven't listened to the Apple podcast, either go on Podbean or Apple, search Paranormal Living, you'll get us and give us that download, and then we officially hit 500, which I think is amazing. So guys, we want to hear your stories, of course, while we're on this evening. We want to, your recent, if you've had any recent activities or any recent experiences. For myself, recently, nothing much has happened. I constantly get the feeling at the minute that I want to work. So I don't know if that's a sign, if they're prepping me. I just feel, when you feel like now's the time to start. So hopefully once restrictions lift, we'll be able to start working. Carl Pierce is on. Hello, buddy. Hope you're okay.
Hi, Carl.
Okay, so we want one of the next things we're going to talk about before we make.
Carl's having issues. Carl's having issues with his internet, the same as me.
I think the thing is, everyone's working from home these days, and everyone's constantly on. So it's just
at 8:15 on a Saturday.
I don't think you don't know, do you? A lot of people are streaming recently.
No, people are sat at home watching telly, having a gin and tonic.
And we're sitting here entertaining you people. So the one thing I wanted to talk about tonight, was the thoughts on social media with, tarot card readers, mediumship. Because obviously all the rage nowadays is, like you said, the TikTok and, medium pages and stuff. And there is a lot of them around. We're not going to slander anybody, or it's just, I just was interested in getting people's take on this, because there is a lot of them and there's a lot of people doing it for good reasons and probably bad reasons. But what are your thoughts about
it? I'm very dubious on it, to be honest. If it was a one-on-one, like a video face-to-face one-on-one, like through this or something, then I get it, because I know Denise is doing stuff like that. I had a video call with Denise, and she did a reading for me, and everything was spot on, and that's before we knew each other. But for somebody to do cards in a Facebook Live, for somebody just typing in a number or something like that, I don't get it. I don't think I trust it. I've been there's a medium that I followed for quite a while, and she puts 3 cards up, and you just pick one. And
what you
everyone seems to go to the same number all the time.
Oh, really?
So everyone's taking their reading, and I don't know. I don't know. And like you say, you don't know. A lot of these people could be fake, and there's no way of proving it. And but
I think
That's my
Oh yeah,
opinion. Just a
I was
disclaimer.
just interested because I was talking to my mum about it, and I was saying like nowadays, especially like when you're flying through TikTok on our paranormal page, every other post is someone live doing readings
Yeah.
or whatever. And I was just interested to see what. So listeners watching this now, I'm interested in your take about it because I do have a plan for paranormal living. Not to read cards online, not to do it like that. I was going to do a thing called Tarot Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
Right. Paranormal Living presents Tarot Tuesday.
What's Tarot Tuesday?
It says a bit similar to the thing what
Is it tarot? Is it tarot?
I say tarot, but I think it's more tarot.
Yeah.
I think the T silent in there. But I was because what I was thinking of doing is similar thing, choosing out some cards. So beginning of the week, and then what you feel drawn to, and then set you on for your week. Then, because these are the ones. I got my bag of goodies down here. Or I was maybe thinking of doing, maybe the postcard from Spirit, maybe something like that. Because I do like these. But yeah, that was what I was thinking of. Not necessarily reading cards online like this, but more just what you feel drawn to, or maybe some positiveness to set the week off. Because there's nothing worse as if you're having a bad week, and if we can spread some positive mental attitude. I'm on a diet.
I should have rung you. You should have done mine this week.
We'll do it next week. I'm seeing you next week. So
yeah.
A wonderful tip room. But yeah, my thoughts, I think, on this is just there's a lot of people doing it. And I remember we were talking about when I was in my class at the church, and we was talking about this and about doing card readings and stuff. But I've always been taught when you do your cards, it's not necessarily, if there's writing on the card, don't pay attention. It's what you feel from the card, what you feel drawn about the card, and read it into it. But I believe you can do courses on tarot card readings. Like you can go to college. You can do an actual course on tarot card reading.
Oh, yes, you can. Because I keep getting one pop up on my Facebook because I've been looking into online courses.
And I think sometimes, maybe when you've done that course, you think, right, I can do this. And that's where people start. Not necessarily, but it's more reading a card rather than using mediumship or psychic intuition.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. But yeah, I was just interested on people's thoughts. So again, guys, get your comments in. Really interested to see what people think of this.
Yeah, you're all rather quiet. They're all rather quiet this evening, aren't they? What's wrong?
On Saturday night.
What's on?
But we're not going to do the announcement just yet. So remember, guys, please share. And we'll get some more people
involved. If I've shared it everywhere, let me have a look.
I have.
Bear with.
Okay. So here is our next question of the evening. This question is to you guys and of course Jade and myself. I did put this on the page the other day. Betty did comment. So I'm interested in some of your take. Who was on this evening who may not have seen the post. And the question is, do you think spirits can leave hand or footprints? What are your thoughts on this, everybody? I'd really like to know if you've had any experiences. We've always said, your experiences are important to us and getting your stories out because it's absolutely fascinating. But, do you believe that spirits can leave hand or footprints? So get your comments in. Jade, I'll let you start, of course.
Yes, I do. Definitely. I mean, if they can move stuff, they can make a noise. Obviously, they can touch something. Mm-hmm. And they've got energy. And if they can touch you and you can feel it, there's obviously something there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I agree with that completely. I mean, I'm not saying I've seen a full hand or a full footprint, but there's been times where I've seen something like a fingerprint, if you will.
Yeah.
That way. But it could just be somebody's that's left over. You never know. But no, I definitely agree with it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Come on, guys. There we go. The numbers are going up. So welcome to everyone who's just joined us this evening.
Hi.
We have a very special announcement coming up. Very special announcement. And but want to get your answer in. Do you believe that spirits can leave hand or footprints? I have seen some stuff, watching programs and stuff, and there was one of the programs I'm watching. They went to a Titanic museum, where they got all like the artifacts and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And there was a handprint on the window. which I thought was really cool. You could see literally like a child's hand, with the handprint.
Oh wow!
Yeah, that was pretty spectacular. I've got some other things to share with you all as well this evening. But come on, guys, comments.
Carl's
Carl
commented.
says, yes, I think they can. Carl, have you had any experiences by seeing anything like that? Definitely let us know, because I know you've got some fantastic stories and you've had some fantastic experiences. I also have some pictures to share this evening, which are captures of spirit. And like we did before when we did the footage. Is it real? Is it? Or is it? Do you think it's a rational explanation? I've got a few of them this evening as well. So I want your take on that as well. Sorry, Jade, do you just want to talk a sec? I forgot to upload these pictures, so I'm literally just doing it now.
Just so you all know, guys, these are all completely new to me as well. I wasn't aware of what we were going to talk about until this afternoon. So it's all new to me. So these videos and pictures, I'm with you guys. So that's why I sort of zoom in like that so I can see them properly. What numbers are we on? What numbers are we on, Jared?
We're on 10. So
10.
Again, it's just splitting up and down, so we've got people in and out this evening, which is okay. I know quite a few people do tend to watch it back once we've finished. Oh, it's mainly when we do the vigil, and that's when people are more.
Yeah, as soon as they think, oh, it's getting up 10 o'clock, they'll be going live in a minute.
Yeah. Okay. So with these pictures, so again, guys, we have 4 pictures here. For some reason, somewhat upload. I don't know. But I do have 4 pictures here, and these are pictures which someone has taken. The same person has taken 3 of these pictures, and one of them was sent by Denise. So I want your take. What do you think about these pictures? What do you see? What do you feel from them? There we go. This is the first one. So you can see the mist with the trees, and it does look. To me, it looks like there's a face behind the tree.
Yeah. I've got it up on my phone because just in case this glitches again.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. So guys, what do you think? What do you sense from this picture or feel from this picture?
Do you know what I can say? It's definitely the outline of a head. Like as it goes down to the neck and the collarbone on the bottom.
Yeah, because obviously everyone sees different things in pictures. But yeah, I want your comments. What do you feel about this picture? But yeah, there's definitely something there. Oh, it definitely looks like a figure. Absolutely. So moving to the next one. This one was taken. I've missed the name. Sorry, I do apologise. But this was taken by the same by a gentleman. I got these on the internet. So he's using these lasers, which I've been looking at to buy myself. So how these lasers work? If something stands in front of the laser, it blocks the laser off. You understand what I mean? So they say if spirit stands in front of the laser, you'll get the outline. But he was saying that this is the spirit of a lady who is reaching for a bottle.
So right. So I thought that was him.
It looks like they got a cigarette in the mouth, but it could be.
I think that's a laser beam. I thought that was him, and it was just something else. Go away. I'm getting loads of messages. Sorry. Wow. Yeah, that's definitely the woman. I can see a woman.
Do you think real? Yeah. Do you think it's real? Do you think it can be explained? Is it something just a natural occurrence? So we want your comments, everybody. What do you feel about this picture? I'm not too sure, if I'm perfectly honest with you.
It looks a bit too real for me.
Yeah, it does look like there's genuinely someone stood there with the arm out and just tried to make it look a bit creepy. We have a comment from Betty. My mother and sister lived in my house before they passed, and I made my bed to perfection. And I often find a handprint on my duvet cover, as if someone was sorting out my bed cover. Wow, that's amazing. I wonder if there's a delay. There could be a slight delay.
Because I'm watching it on my phone, I'm getting a bit of a delay.
Because these comments are now coming back from that picture, and yeah, Betty's put about the black head between the branches. Okay, Carla's put, yes, I had an experience of one. I was on an investigation at the Aircraft Museum in Sunderland, where there was a World War II aircraft. We checked the plane, and while we had the torch on, one of the windows had the handprint that formed on the window. Oh wow, that's amazing! That is somewhere I would love to go. You can go to the airport, can't you, in Blackpool, and do an investigation.
Yeah.
The hangars and stuff. I'd definitely love to be able to do that and see if we pick anything up. Betty's put, not sure about this one. Yeah, I'm the same, to be honest. I'm not overly sure on that one. Okay, we'll move to
Shall I go back to what Betty said about the handprint on the bed? I never thought of that. You know, when I've said I always get visited by my dads and stuff, and I've once said I thought I felt somebody sat at the end of my bed. It was like, you know, when somebody sits on your bed and you get the indent.
Yeah.
I've had that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've had that a few times.
Wow. That's cool. Actually, you've just reminded me. I had a weird experience last night. Just thinking about it now. So when I was lying in bed last night, every time in bed I sort of lie looking towards the window, kind of thing. Obviously, got blackout curtains, but I saw something walk past the bed, like a figure. I've just remembered. You just reminded me. And I even said to Lindsay, I said, "What was that?" She's like, "What do you mean?" I went, "Something just walked past the bed." And I've experienced that before in the past. I've seen shadows or something walk past the side of my bed, and like I say, I've got blackout curtains, so nothing comes through them.
Weird.
Yeah, it was. But like you said, I'm getting that feeling at the minute that I want to work, and maybe now's the time to start pushing myself a bit more.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's picture up again. Yeah, it's
another picture.
Okay, next one. Here we are. Talk to me. What do you think about this picture?
He's got a big nose.
It is like a full facial picture. I mean, yeah, like you say, I'm intrigued to see what people think on this one. So, do you think it's real? Do you think there's a rational explanation to it, or do you think it's genuine spirit?
Do you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of one of those 4D baby scans.
Oh yeah, that's a good shout.
But I can actually make out. I don't know if it's a man or a woman.
See, to me, that looks more like a gentleman. Like an older gentleman. That's what I take from that person.
See, I don't know. Yeah. What does everybody else think?
Get your comments in. I think it's a cool picture.
It is very cool, yeah. Because you can clearly see the eyes, nose, and then the mouth. I don't know what the big triangle black thing is, whether it is a man and it's a beard, a mustache or something, I don't know.
Like I said, these the one with the laser, this one and the next one was taken by the same gentleman.
Yeah, I agree with what Carl's just said.
Looks like a tear on the cheek. Oh yeah, of course. I've just noticed that.
Coming out the eye, yeah.
So guys, do we conclude on that one? We think that one's real?
Yeah. I do anyway.
Definitely interesting. It's just a shame it doesn't zoom out anymore, so you could get like more of a full picture of where it was taken or the place it was taken, or was it against the window, or was it, that's what I'd like to see. We've got a few more people bobbing on. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to those who just joined us. So we're just at the minute talking about pictures of spirit. What people think. Do you think they're real, or do you think it's fake, or do you think there's a rational explanation to it? Okay. Next one. Interesting one. You see the face?
Definitely see the face in that one. It
looks like a child to me, that.
Yeah, but it's got wonky eyes.
Yeah, but if spirits appearing.
Yeah.
It could be.
Looking at my phone now.
Yeah.
Those lights are amazing.
Reminds me a bit of like a lava lamp.
Yeah. But yeah, you can see the hair, everything.
Like you say, from this picture and the one before this, I'd like to just see more of where this was taken or how whereabouts it was. But that face definitely doesn't look like it was photoshopped, or to be honest, doesn't really look as if it's here. Or if that is fake, that's a very good Photoshop and very cleverly done. But I'm pretty Pretty
Yeah, because
convinced with
the eyes
it.
drop
More
down
than.
on one side. I mean, I know people can be born like that with disfigurements, but I don't know.
I believe this one. I get a weirder feeling from this one, so I believe this one a bit more, than the green one.
Mm.
Well, what do you guys think? Like, if you look at that one, that to me looks
compared
like
to
there's
that.
someone there.
Yeah, that's just like some
You can do a lot of clever things with photography and
yes, of course you can.
but looking at that one, what that reminds me of, like the old Victorian style, like ectoplasm kind of thing.
Mm.
That's what it sort of takes me back to think about. Carl, it looks like a skull with an eye patch. Again, though, it's cool to think about people see different sort of things.
Yeah, people see different things,
different
don't
pictures, yeah. But I think the colours are amazing, like the purple and the blue, unbelievable. Like the energy or whatever it is. But yeah, it just reminds me of that sort of like
I'm getting,
style.
don't go off it yet, just over where Carl's comment is now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry.
You've got 3 little dots, haven't you? Right over it.
Yeah.
The small one, middle one, and then if you look up, it looks, I don't know it. I'm looking at my phone. To me, it looks like some kind of animal.
Oh, there. It looks like a wolf.
You see it?
Like a wolf's
Yeah,
face.
I was thinking dog. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a shame we can't put do a screen share, so I can point the mouse on it.
So it's sort of like in the middle of the screen, if you will. There's a little black dot and 2 pink little dots. Yeah.
Oh.
It's almost like just underneath his head, isn't it? The bottom.
That's cool. But it's an amazing picture.
Yeah.
I'm more convinced by this one.
Yeah, definitely. I am as well.
If it wasn't real, it's very cleverly done.
Yes, very clever.
Okay. Are we ready for the next two? I think we've shown these before. I think we have, but I'm not 100%.
Okay.
I think we've shown one of them. I think we've shown this one, next one. Yeah, I'm sure we have. You'll remind me anyway. But these last two were done by Denise, which are all pictures. Here we go. I think we have shared this one before, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought we have. But I wasn't too sure. But I think that's awesome.
Yeah, it's an amazing picture, that.
How it looks like the moon in the top corner, opposite the tree.
It's the detail in the orb. So if you look really carefully, I mean, I've got it on my phone as well, so I'm zooming in and, well, not zooming in, going close to it, but yeah. Mad.
It is pretty.
And that one does look like moon just coming up, doesn't it? Big one.
So, guys, what do you think? I love this picture. It's because Denise sent me loads of pictures and videos and stuff, so I was going through WhatsApp again because I was misplaced them.
I was going to say, I remember that now when you sent me all those pictures. Loads.
Are we ready for the next one? This one's cool. I think we might have shown this. We probably have.
We probably have.
With the lights coming from the grave.
What's the one coming down?
See, to me, it looks like them all going up. Shooting up. The lights are shooting up.
Oh, yes.
Have we shown this one before?
I don't know if you have or not. I don't remember.
No, I can't remember. I really can't remember.
Is this at Burnley Cemetery?
I'm not sure where it is. I imagine maybe there, or it could be Padiham. The big cemetery.
Yeah. Burnley's more blocking.
Denise isn't far from there. Amazing orbs by Betty. Absolutely.
I think Betty was on about the last one there.
But yeah, I think it's a very cool picture.
It is. It's just like 2 massive balls of light going up, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. So we need, everybody, 3 more people, then we will make our special announcement. 3 people. So all we're asking for those on this evening, around 7, but like you say, it keeps flittering. We could have maybe 15 in a minute. It keeps changing. So again, guys, those just joining, if you don't mind sharing the video for us. To be honest, like you said, some people watch without clicking on, don't they? So we want you to share the video, and then we can announce our very, very, very special news, because he's awesome. I'm so glad we planned it this way. That's all I'm saying. Mm-hmm. So remember, everyone, we do have a group as well on Facebook, which is Paranormal Living. Literally the easiest thing ever, in it. We do have a group, so we do have. I think we're at about 50 members now. I think roughly,
Something
maybe a
like
bit
that.
more. It's doing really well. Denise has shared a lot of stuff in there, so Denise's stories and things she's been sharing in there are amazing. So we want you guys who haven't joined to join the new Paranormal Living group, which is where you can share your videos, stories, your EVPs, your pictures, whatever it is, to share on the group. And then we can get them on the live with us and share them out to everyone. And of course, if you would like to make an appearance on the podcast, come on a Saturday night or be interviewed by us for a future podcast. Get in touch with us with your story, and we'd love to get you on, because it's also about yourselves, not just us.
Of course it is, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people talks and stuff on the group, on these, aren't there, with their experience. So just pop on. We can always have you in the screen.
Yeah, definitely. We had a gentleman share some stuff. Unfortunately, I didn't manage to get it on for tonight. It'll be on the next live. And he's a monk in Thailand. He was born in Kent.
Yes, I remember this guy. Yeah, yes,
yeah. And he shared quite a few stuff, and he wants to come on the podcast. So hopefully, obviously, the time difference is a bit back to front, because they're quite a few hours in front. So we're going to try and get him on at some point as well. Definitely. I'm really interested just to hear his experience with Buddhism as well. Like the meditation and like the experiences, because they're very spiritual people, aren't they?
Yeah.
I do know there's a sort of off topic, but on topic. There is a Buddhist temple in Ulverston where Stan Laurel was born. Yeah,
it's a random place.
Do you remember? What was he called? Was he called John? Do you remember when we used to go to class and there was the gentleman in the wheelchair who passed away?
David.
Why did I think John? Yeah, David. He used to go there, for like every couple of months. It was like a weekend.
Yeah, like a retreat. Yeah.
Yeah. David had some interesting experiences as well, which hopefully be able to share with you at some point, because I do remember some of the things he did mention. So we'll hopefully get something sorted. Right, okay. Here we go. Are we ready? Are we
doing this bit now, or are we doing the experiment?
We're going to do this bit now.
Okay.
I think this is what we're all waiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, right, we'll put it to you. Do you want the special announcement now, or do you want to do the experiment first? I feel like a teacher. Pen in my hand. Put it down here. So what would you like? Do you want the announcement or the experiment? It's in your hands. Your healing hands. And I just have a thought. Go on in my bag of tricks.
Anything could come out of there.
So, guys, what do you want? Do you want to the announcement now, or would you like to do the experiment first? There we go. We have comments. Betty's, but I got to the Buddhist temple in the middle of nowhere. After I've been, I'm chilled. Oh, that's cool.
Really?
We'll have to go. We'll have to try.
I've actually looked into Buddhism. More so for like the meditation and to de-stress.
Yeah.
I mean,
maybe we'll have to do one together. Go away for a weekend and then sort of talk about it on one of those.
Just reset everything.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Jared. We've had announcement and experiment.
Oh, come on, guys! There's quite a few of you on tonight.
Betsy, what do you want?
We're being a bit quiet. So I do have my ball. I've never really used this. This used to belong to my granddad. He used to read these, but I know they're quite cool. When I've done readings, pre-lockdown, when I was able to sit with someone, so I used to get to hold this, and then sort of put it in my hand and feel the energy. And, like, I remember once doing it, and it was hot in my hand, which was quite cool. Obviously, it's like, that's not a thing to get hot. There we go. Yes, we're on.
Betsy, do you do the old Namye Renge Kyo, Namye Renge Kyo, all that sort of thing, and ding? Or is that just Tina Turner that does that?
You know what? We'll do the announcement. I think.
Betty wants the announcement as well.
Right, announcement. We'll do the announcement. Come on, guys. We've got quite a few on tonight. We've been a bit quiet this evening. So this is it. This is what is exciting. I am. Honestly, I absolutely can't wait for this. Hey, we've been on nearly 45 minutes. And it's exciting for you guys. So watch this, and then let us know what your thoughts are. Here we go. There we have it. Yes, Rose. Oh, you're there. I don't know. You have seen the advert.
I didn't see anything. And now my phone's froze as well. Oh, I've gone again. Woo.
Oh, I'm not sure. So, guys, there is our. Thankfully, you've seen this announcement. I was going to save it for tonight to show you as well. Obviously, I showed you this afternoon. But that is our very, very special announcement. So, on the Sunday, the 11th of April, 2021, in 4 weeks, tomorrow, we will be live streaming from the ancient Ramin, which is, as you saw in the video, one of the most haunted buildings in the country.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just gonna be me and Jed. We will be going live at 8 p.m., 10 p.m., and then midnight. So we'll be doing 3 separate lives with I'm losing my speech. Is that a sign of things to come? We will be doing 3 separate lives. Sorry.
We're doing 3 separate lives, one at 8, one at 10, and one at midnight.
Oh,
so we'll do different things on each of them.
Vibrating.
Because we've got lots of toys we can play with.
Yes.
John would like to know where the ancient Ramin is.
He's down in Gloucester way, isn't it? It's about an hour from Stonehenge. Yes.
Yes.
This is weird. So I've just got this in my hand and my arms are vibrating like mad. Very interesting. I just we'll have to do an experiment with this on the next live. I'll work out what to do. I'll ask my granddad in this time, tell me something, and then we'll do something else. But yeah, the ancient Ramin somewhere we're supposed to go back in November. And then obviously it was the second lockdown then, weren't it? Which happened. And then it got put to January, to February, and now it's next month. So all being well. But it's we're good. So we will be, like you say, we'll be streaming live. We'll have 3 separate experiments at 8 p.m., 10 p.m., and then midnight. And we'll also be filming over the course of the evening while we're not live as well. So then you will see episode 1 of Paranormal Living officially.
Woo!
And there is some amazing stories what people have experienced there. There's a dead cat there which has been embalmed, the incubus, which has been barred, which has been embalmed. Sorry, yes. There is a grave in there. There is the bishop's room where they found devil worshipping and pagan burial ground. I think it's built on. So it's going to be an absolutely amazing night. So remember, guys, Sunday the 11th of April. What's going on? Sunday I'm not even with you tonight. What are you doing?
I know.
Sunday the 11th of April, live at the Ancient Ramin, and we're going to set the events up and everything. But we want you guys to be on there because it's going to be absolutely amazing.
And just a little warning, guys. I'm not a streamer, but the guy over there is.
I'm over there. I even had a dream about it last night. But I was screaming. The curtains were flickering, and I was screaming, and I ran out. I even were in a dream last night.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
No, it's gonna be fun. I'm really looking forward to it. I mean, like you say, it's been put off and put off and put off, and I never thought we were going to get there, to be honest. And I'm hoping it's going to be good because I booked the whole week off work to get over it.
No doubt that we'll get there and nothing happens.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Mm-hmm. No, but I'm sure we'll be in for an interesting night, to say the least. Absolutely. So, guys, we will put that for those who just joined. We just made our big announcement. We'll put that video back on again after we've come in towards the end at the end of the evening. So we're going to do a little experiment now for you. We've been doing
a glass of water.
Yeah, do what you want, man.
I
I come
don't just
prepared.
disappear. You think I'm
I made
disappeared.
my glass of Vimto pre-hand. I come prepared.
I finished my brew. That's what it is.
I like you, friend.
Come on, carry on. I'll be back.
So, guys, also want to know, for those on, if you anyone ever been to the ancient ramming, to let us know what happened, if you had any experiences there, or if you know any stories of the ramming, because, like you say, we're really excited to go. So, anyway, on to the experiment this evening. I'll let you know over the past few lives we've been doing some experiments, and on these experiments, obviously we've done names, didn't we? Objects and stuff. But this is something I've done in class. I rang Denise this week. I was asking for some ideas on things to do, and this is what she mentioned. So I'm going to show you exactly what we've got. These are normally on cards, but obviously I don't have the cards, so I had to write them on paper. So we have a circle. We have a cross. We have wavy lines. And we have a triangle. So this is similar thing like we've been doing in the past. Where I'm going to send this out to you. But I also want you to explain to me when you get whatever I decide to choose to send out to you, what energy you feel with this. So, for example, sometimes when you get the wavy lines, you might feel the energy a bit whoosh around you, or for the circle, you might feel the energy. You might feel constant, surrounding you. But yeah, I just want to know what you feel at the so when you get that thing come to you, whatever the object is, what you feel when it comes to you, what energy you feel. So again, circle, got the cross, wavy lines, and the triangle. So guys, remember. So I'm going to choose one of these now for you. But again, as soon as whatever first one comes to your mind out of that, write it in the comments section. Let me know. You okay?
I start to feel sick already.
Oh, great! It's going to be. We might have to finish with a big glass there. So yeah, and what energy you're feeling with this? So I'm going to choose now for you. So just just open your mind up to my head's starting with headache, I think myself. So guys, remember what you get, what energy you feel, and okay, I have my first thing. I don't know what logo. Would you call it a logo?
Image? I don't know.
Yeah, one of the first things on the cards, anyway. So I'm going to send it out to you. So guys, remember, first one, what comes to your mind, and what energy you sort of feel with it.
I'm going to say wiggly lines for me.
Right. Okay. Why do you say that? What makes you feel?
Because this sickness thing, I feel like you said earlier, it's like I'm going like that. Like I'm on a boat.
Right. Okay.
Going up and down like that. My stomach's turning over and everything. And just before we started, I went icy cold again and headache.
Right. Okay. Carl has put Preston healing. That's what he feels. It's the cross. Because come on, guys, get your comments in. There's a few of you on now. Just to remind you what we have. We have the cross. We have wavy lines. We have a triangle, and we have a circle. There are the logos, the images we have. So, what is it? What do you feel, and what energy you feel? Put that in the comment section. I'm going to give you 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It was a triangle.
Oh, okay. Carl, we're both wrong.
That was the one I sent out to you. Okay. But it's interesting, like the energy you're feeling though, or what what you're feeling around the object, or Okie dokie. Okie dokie. I keep saying that at a minute.
I know. What's that about?
I don't know. I did it live yesterday singing. I kept saying we're okie dokie. I'm not nervous. I'll stop. Okie dokie, everyone. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. I must be saying it to all of them. There we go. Right, I have my next image. So remember what you think it is and what you're feeling. The energy feels right strange in the outside. So, could it be a triangle, the cross, wiggly lines, or the circle? What do you feel it is, and what energy do you feel? Jade, have you got anything? How are you feeling? What you sensing?
I want to cry. I'm going to say a cross. I don't know why, but I want to say a cross, and I'm really upset, and I want to cry.
Okay, and then say again. Okay, but it's put circle. So, guys, come on, get them comments in. What you feeling? Michael, we will answer that in just after this little experiment. Michael's put cross. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It was a circle.
Better.
Well done, better. Okay. We're going to do one more because then. All right, let's have a shuffle. This one I'm going to do as random, so I won't even know what's on the paper. So it could be the triangle, circle, wiggle arms, or cross. That's the ones in it. So what you ever think is might be something we've already had. It could be something different. So I'm going to do, like you said, do this at random for what you're feeling, what you're sensing. Right in the comment section. My head is starting to bang. Okay, there we have it. So I don't even know what's on this paper. And I'll tell you how I feel with it as well. So we need some music. I think this is wavy lines. Only because my hands feel like they're pulsating. But I also feel it might be having two minds. It's either that or I feel it might be triangle because it feels, like it feels strong. It's like a strong shape. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I'm with you and
triangle.
Carl. I'm with you and Carl because I've felt like this for ages. So whether I knew it was going to come out, but I'm saying wavy lines again. Because I really feel it's like seasickness, you feel like you're swirling and going dizzy and up and down.
Right, shall we have a look what it is? Dun, dun, dun. So we'll do a countdown.
3, 2, 1.
It was.
Oh, so 3 of us said wavy lines, me, you, and Carl.
That's very interesting. Honestly, like you said, I shuffled them at random, but I could feel my hand pulsating like that. That's why it was very weird.
Well, right from the start, I started to feel sick and feel dizzy, but it just got stronger and stronger and stronger as we went on. Sorry, I've been interrupted. I've been stage bombed.
But that was our little experiment for the evening. I thought that was a cool little something different. Obviously, we do have the grass, but we'll definitely try that again. So I forgot what I was gonna. Oh, that was it. We had a question.
We did.
So, guys, you can get involved in this one as well. This is from Michael Hoslett. What are your thoughts on Ouija boards? I know we did a podcast, didn't we, on Ouija boards?
We have, yeah. We spoke about this quite a lot, haven't we?
And we spoke about it today, funnily enough. We were talking about it.
So, I mean, everybody knows that everyone knows here that I've used them before in the past. I've only ever used them when I know that the people I'm with know what they do. They do know what they're doing. It's been opened up properly. It's been shut down properly. And if I felt uncomfortable, I came away. But then we used one, didn't we, when we went to Morecambe, and you wouldn't do it.
No.
And they said it was all going to be done properly and it'd be shut down, it'd be opened up. And it wasn't, which really put me off, really.
Yeah, he literally just said, there you go, here it is.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, luckily, I'd already said, like, look, my dad and your granddad, come round me, look after me. And we'd done that anyway, hadn't we?
Yeah. I wasn't up for taking anything home up. Yeah, I think that was my issue. To be honest, they're not my cup of tea. I don't like them. I don't do them. And I don't think I ever will.
No.
Sometimes you don't know what you're bringing through, and especially if you do. There's someone I follow. I'm not going to say where or watch or whatever, but I've told you about this person who likes to do Ouija board in graveyards, on people's graves and on the benches, which I think is downright disrespectful. And they have said on quite a few occasions that they were getting a lot of attachments coming on with them. And then they look, you can tell by looking at their eyes, you think it looks like there's something evil there. And this person is a medium. They do a lot of investigations and stuff. But yeah, I've watched a few of them and I'm just like, don't know what you're messing with. Especially on someone's grave as well. I think it's so disrespectful.
Exactly. I mean, yeah, definitely disrespectful. I mean, I've told you about this. I had to speak to my niece about this. I mean, she's only 16, 15, 16 is my niece. And one of her friends wanted to do one and asked her to do it with her. And she mentioned it to her dad and her stepmom. And the answer from her stepmom was ring your Auntie Jade. Because she's like, well, why? And she said, she'll tell you why not to use one. So, I mean, that's scary that 15, 16-year-olds are just thinking, yeah, I'll just write yes, no, and whatever on a piece of paper and see what happens.
I think that's the issue. A lot of people just think it's a game and it's just a mess about. And most of the time it probably is, but there's always that one occasion where something can make an appearance.
Yeah.
I wouldn't advise it. We even said that.
I said to you, didn't recently, I said I wouldn't do it. I don't think I'd do another one now.
Well, we even said, didn't we, on the podcast that we wouldn't recommend it to anyone do. We made a disclosure there that if you do it, it's down to yourself. If you want to do it, you do it, but nothing to do.
Yeah, we don't recommend it.
No, definitely not. I hope that sort of answers your question, Michael. What about yourself?
What do you think, Michael?
We're not judging anybody. If you want to do that, like you say, that's absolutely fine.
Not at all. It's your own personal choice.
Yeah, definitely, but it's not mine. But I'll tell you one thing I did do, which was really interesting. We did when I was in class. We did the table tipping. You know where the table rocks?
Yeah, table tipping.
That was cool. Yeah, that was really interesting. My granddad come through on that one. Wow. But like you said, we had Denise there as a medium, and obviously she was in control of it. And that makes a difference when you have someone who's there as your anchor.
That's it. You need someone that knows what they're doing, and like you said, anchor.
Absolutely. Definitely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So for those who may have just joined us, who are wondering what the big announcement was earlier, we of course are going to the Ancient Ramming on the 11th of April. But we're just going to re-show you the advert because I'm really happy with this advert. I did it all myself this afternoon after I finished work. So for those who've just joined, want to know what the interesting news is, the big news. There it is. The ancient ram in. April the 11th. 4 weeks.
I saw it this time.
Hey.
It worked this time, but I had it on my phone as well.
Like you said, that advert will be on YouTube tomorrow. Like you said, we'll be streaming live on Facebook and YouTube at 8 p.m., 10 p.m., and 12 p.m. and 12 a.m. Sorry.
And how long are we there, Jared?
We're there for the 7 till like 3 o'clock in the morning. Obviously,
3 or 4 in the morning, isn't it? We said we've got it for.
So that's why we are filming, because we do know going live at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, it might be a bit much for you all. And we want you to watch the first episode of Paranormal Living as well, of course. But we'll, like you say, we'll be doing some experiments when we get there. We'll probably go live and maybe give a little walk around as well. So I'll let you know we're there, and maybe on the way while we're driving down. But yeah, we'll give that walk around, and like you say, we'll get some experiments done. And interested for that one. So Michael has replied back to us. I got one, had it for years, used it in the past. And as you say, open correctly and closed. Never had a problem. There we go. That like you say,
that's like when I've used them before. I mean, like I've told you this before, Simon and Melissa, because he's a pagan priest, she's a pagan priestess. And it was all done. We were in a circle of salt. He had this massive, big sword thing, and he was doing this blessing thing going around it. And I've never had a problem like that. But to do it where somebody's not doing anything whatsoever, no way. Yeah.
No, I think, like you said, that was the issue when we went to that investigation, wasn't it? Because I wouldn't do it. It was. I tell you what was weird from that moment though. When we was on the gallery, at the back, like you could hear it creaking, and that's before we even knew the Ouija board were there. You could hear something creaking over that side, and then he obviously brought us through. But he went right, have fun, and walked off.
Yeah.
I'm like, you be serious? Yeah, I didn't. You know, if you're going to do it properly. Because I think that was the issue we had, weren't it? Which is why we did the podcast, is because it was Poundland, weren't it? It had come out at that point and started selling for a quid.
Yes, Poundland was selling them,
and there were no age limit. And I think it took a medium to, to say, like, you need to get rid of this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
very dangerous.
Not my cup of tea. So, guys, is there any questions you have for us both? What do you want to do? Do you want to do something or not? How are you feeling? Like you say, these vigils are never planned. It's just how we feel on the evening. I'm
not actually picking anything up tonight, to be honest. I don't know.
This is why you log off in it. Loads of stuff starts happening.
That's it, yeah. And Madam's chilled as I don't know what. She just laid on the sofa. But like you say, if we don't do it, something might happen.
It's entirely up to you. I'm happy either way. Because I'll let you make the decision, and then I'll.
I mean, what I've done, I don't know if anybody's noticed, but I've actually. I mean, they probably haven't noticed because we normally sit against the back wall, don't we? I've actually moved my room around, and I now sit in the window where that woman's supposed to stand. And I've had all my window resealed, so there's no draft whatsoever now. Not that I ever actually felt one, but sitting here every now and again, I get like a breeze here right next to me. I mean, I know that's an outer wall, but it's like here right next to me.
Yeah.
Every now and again, it's like just like somebody passing. You know when someone's passing you?
Yeah.
You just get a breeze. That's what I feel occasionally. So whether it's her coming back and standing by the window, I don't know.
We had Teresa for a while, didn't we?
No, we haven't. No.
Well, Teresa, if you do end up watching this, we hope you well.
Yeah, because it was Teresa that mentioned the lady first, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we were saying about the portal, weren't we, where the window is?
Yes. Yeah.
So what do you fancy? Do you fancy doing it or not? I don't mind.
I don't know. What does everybody else think? Where do you think we should go? What do you think we should do?
The choice is yours. And while you guys make a choice of what you want to do, I'm going to choose a card for everybody. I'll choose this card for everybody. So I have my angel cards here. I like these cards.
Mm.
So I'm going to choose just falling out. Tell you, I did an interesting thing the other day. I spoke to my sister, and she had this weird dream. So I won't go into detail what was it. But with this dream, when I was doing the cards for her, I got the postcards from Spirit, and I couldn't get the cards out. It was really weird. And then the top card was the one to choose, but I couldn't choose any cards. It was well bizarre. Never had that before.
Oh.
Which summed up what she said, what the dream was about.
Right, okay.
Like you say, yeah. We have our card. So this I just chose this card at random. It's the first one what falls out of the pack. This is just a generalised card for everybody, which is a 5 of area. Oh, there we go. Is he going to focus? Is he going to focus? Can we going to focus?
You can see it.
Yeah, we're focusing. So the 5 area, what it says on this card is you needn't go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. And what I'm going to say with this card, I'm going to read this card for you.
Right, okay.
So with the like this glass, it looks like thingy glass, and it whoops,
Stained glass.
Yes, I'm using that as money. So that's like money coming in. But the person who stood at the door with the wings and dressed in pink, obviously pink being the healing colour, but also that's the person who's helping you guide you, and obviously the challenges what you've had or maybe feeling that you will get through there, because if you look, there's the light behind her, so it's like follow me because there's light at the end of the tunnel.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I'll give you that. I'll do your cards properly next week. Yeah, we'll do your cards properly next week, and then some mediumship.
Yes.
So, guys, well, we are going to call it a night this evening.
Yeah, because I'm not getting it. I've been videoing for the last 5 minutes as well, and there's absolutely nothing coming up.
Yeah. So I do hope you've all enjoyed our Paranormal Living Live this evening. This episode, I don't know what actually episode of Paranormal Living Live it is, but
I ain't got a clue. I've lost count.
No, we need to work it out. But I do hope you've enjoyed it, and like you say, the exciting news coming. Don't forget April the 11th, streaming live from the Ancient Ramming at 8, 10, and 12. It's going to be an amazing night, so please do get involved with us on that. Remember to like the social media, the Facebook, TikTok, and of course Apple Podcasts. We're so close to the 500. We're literally like 2 people off. So please do get in there, get on our Apple Podcast, and have a listen for those who haven't. And also remember, if you would like to come on the podcast or share your stories, get in touch with us, then we'll do that for you. Sorry, I'm just checking this. I know. Oh yeah. Yeah, two people off. So
2 people off.
Yeah, Jade, thank you very much for joining me this evening again.
Thank you, my pleasure.
I do hope you've enjoyed it, everyone. It's been a bit different tonight, but I've really enjoyed it. I think we've looked at some cool stuff. So, all the best, everyone. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. I've got to be up for work at 7 o'clock No, I've got to be at work for 7 o'clock in the morning.
You've got to be at work at 7. Whoop, whoop. Betty, I'll see you tomorrow night.
Enjoy the rest of your weekend, everyone. Remember, good night. God bless. Love and light. Adios.